I have already posted an experience recently about remembering my pre-birth experience. I wanted to post this experience also because it is all related. I have not had any other experiences. This was the only other one. I remember clearly playing in the sandbox. I was with other children outside at the childcare center my mother took my sister and me to while she worked. I felt really hot. It was midsummer and the outside temperature was apparently very high. I was just a 4-year-old child and all I knew was that I was hot and getting dizzy but continued to play. I also remember getting really angry at another child that was getting in my way and taking my spot or toys in the sandbox. I felt very enraged. I got hotter by the minute and angry too. Then I passed out and fell. My head hit the edge of the wooden sandbox and I had a large scrape on the top of my right leg. What I remember is that, instantly, I was sitting in a small room. I felt great relief and was not at all hot anymore. I felt no pain or discomfort at all. The room was foggy. I just sat there feeling relieved and then realized that there was someone else in there too. They said to me, "You are not supposed to be here." I was a little scared at that time and thought I was going to get in trouble. There was a door there, it was closed. I remember someone opened it and I was so excited to see that person. They seemed full of love and kindness. That person that opened the door made me feel safe. They called for someone else to come through it. They then closed it back. I remember sitting there and getting a bit anxious for it to be my turn to go through it. It seemed to be taking a while but I have no idea about any time and I became bored although I felt great, no pain, no heat. Finally, it was my turn. He opened the door for me. I was excited and noticed activity on the other side through the door but there was no activity in that waiting room. After I went through the door, everything becomes vague about the experience except I remember they said it was not my time. I had not been on Earth long enough and had just gotten there. I had to go back. There was some conversation about my anger toward the other child while playing and was given some advice about that. That is all. Then I woke up in the arms of a childcare worker. The school said I must have nearly had a heat stroke. They took me in and laid me on a cot, called my mom and let me rest there. I felt in my heart that I was not allowed to tell the teachers or anyone about where I went. I just had a feeling and knew I was not to mention it. I was only 4 years old and my thoughts were this: I was ashamed for getting so mad at the other child in the sandbox. I thought they would not let me stay on Earth if I said anything to anyone about it. I was glad to be back with my mom and sister on Earth and didn't want to leave them. I never said a word to anyone until now. I have this vivid memory and the one I posted about my pre-birth memory but I have no others. God bless us all.